So we're going to go ahead and get started in a simple seated posture. That can be cross-legged, kneeling, whatever feels good for you. I'm taking kneeling today in the practice, but whatever you want to do is fine. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Take a big breath in, roll your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, settle them back and down. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, settle it down. Let your eyes fall closed. Maybe find a focal point instead. And start to notice your breath moving in and out of your body. Where is it catching? Where do you find it full and ready to move? And instead of deciding which one's good and which one's bad, just be able to embrace both as the experience within, right? Because we can spend a lot of time putting labels on things and deciding things and choosing what goes where. And where does it get us except we're still stuck in the same spot just making a bunch of labels all day. So instead, allow for the process of feeling to enter, and whatever shows up, shows up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let your eyes open. Take on the space. Inhale, reach your arms to the sides of the room, up and overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, open your heart. Elbows come towards one another, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, elbows open wide, stretch to the heart. Exhale, round, arc the back. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, round. Interlace the fingers, press into the palms. Inhale, rise on up, taking the hands up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge over to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over to the left. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Exhale, bow, reach your hands back in space. Interlace the fingers, send your knuckles back. Take your chest forward, lift your chin. Inhale. Exhale, reach your hands forward. Shift the weight back into the toes. Tuck them under. Lift your knees up. Bring your hips over your heels, coming into toe squat. Inhale, take your arms up to the sky. Interlace the fingers. Breathe out, round into the spine. Take your knees wide. Malasana garland pose. Hands walk out to the front of the room. And then sway your hips from side to side. Getting into the sides of the rib cage, into the backs of the ribs, into the armpits. Inhale. Exhale. Push the weight into the feet, straighten the hips up to the sky, head hangs heavy to the earth, and you're in your forward fold. Grab on the opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. And you can take as much movement here as it feels good for you. Maybe you take no movement at all. However, let your head be heavy, shoulders soft, feeling space enter the spine with each breath in, each breath out. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands down to the earth. Heel toe your feet about hip width distance. Inhale, lift up halfway, long spine, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit your hips back, arms reach forward. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Weight of the body's back into the heels. Lift all 10 toesies, spread them wide. Sit them down, sit your butt down. Breathe in. Breathe out, bow to your thighs. Reach your hands back in space. Inhale, arms come forward. Exhale, bow, reach back. Inhale, reach your arms forward, straighten through your legs. Arms come up and overhead. Interlace your fingers. Breathe in, palms to the sky. Exhale, hinge over to the left. Bend the knees. Take the palms down to the earth. Then over to the right, rise up. Inhale. Exhale, over to the right, down to the earth. Off to the left, lift up. Exhale, sit your hips back, reach your arms forward. Lift your heels up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your bum back down to your heels. Hands come forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat as you take your feet to the back of the mat, coming into downward facing dog. And my hands do not grip very well on the smooth side of these Lulu mats, so I often have to flip it over and use the other side. So cool. If you find that your hands slip or you don't quite grip in your mat, know that you can always grab onto the edges of your mat for more stability. Little bend into your knees, and then sway the hips. Feel your breath. Allow yourself to show up presently, knowing that we all come to the mat for a different reason. Oh, hey there, kitty. Think about why it is that you showed up here today for your intention, your why. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, lift your heels up. Breathe out, take your shoulders forward out in front of your fingertips, long through the spine, engage through the belly, the core. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, take it all the way down to the earth. Untuck your toes, let your feet land hip width distance. Hands come outside of your mat, let your elbows go wide, soften your booty cheeks. Inhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, dip your right shoulder. Ooh, down to the earth. Soften your butt cheeks. Inhale, come up through the middle. Exhale, left shoulder rolls down. Breathe in, up through center. Exhale, take it through the middle. Slide your hands back towards your rib cage. Press down into the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift. Head, neck, shoulders, press into the palms. Lift the pelvis, the thighs. Heart comes forward. Upward facing dog. Feel the stretch run from the front of your thighs to the middle of your rib cage. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck your toes. Hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sit your hips back, arms reach forward, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Find length. And breathe out, twist. Left elbow comes to the outside of your right thigh. Heel toe your feet together if they haven't quite made it there yet. Then press back through your right hip as you roll your right shoulder back in space. Inhale. Exhale. Now shift the weight into your right leg. Inhale, lift your left foot away from the earth. Finding stability, inner thighs, pelvic floor, core engages. Inhale. Exhale, release your left hand down to the earth as the left foot touches at the back of the mat. Weight can move into the left hand as you lift your right arm up. In fact, heel toe your right foot all the way to the edge of the mat. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, turning the right leg parallel with the short edge of the mat in your, what is this? Horizon lunge. That's what it is. Ha! Squeeze your inner thighs, pelvic floor, core. Lift the hips up. Draw the bicep by the ear. Reach your hand down to the earth. And then sweep your arm wide up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands forward. Rotate the toes. Release the left knee down. And then shift your hips back, coming into Ardha Hamanasana, half splits. Right foot presses forward as your right hip presses back. Now, slide your left hand back underneath your shoulder. Inhale, lengthen, twist, reach your right arm high. Exhale, hug your right thigh. Feel the stretch come through the outer hip, outer thigh. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, hug. Breathe in, lift your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, hand comes inside of your right leg. Lift your back knee away from the earth. And then you're going to step your left foot up. Sink your hips down, Malasana Garland pose. Knees go wide as your hands go into your heart. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Right down into your feet. Inhale, lengthen through the legs. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, sit your hips back, feet come together to touch, arms reach forward. Inhale. Exhale, hands into your heart, twist. Right elbow comes to the outside of your left leg. As you twist, you're pressing back through the right hip, rolling forward through the right shoulder. Feeling the stretch run diagonally from your back left hip to your right armpit. Inhale. Exhale. Now shift the weight into your left foot. Breathe in, pick your right foot up, pulling your heel towards your butt cheek. That takes some low back and glute engagement. You can do it. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Right hand comes down as your left arm comes up. Now you're going to heel toe your left foot towards the edge of the mat. And then roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, turning the sole of the foot towards the back of the room. Inhale, lift the hips up, bicep by the ear. Fingers come forward. You're going to take the hand towards you with a little twist in your chest. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, bring the hand down to the earth, pivot the toes forward. Right knee touches onto the earth, and then you're going to send your butt back. Left foot comes forward as you bow towards yourself in your half split pose. Check in with your intention. Why are you showing up? What's the point? First and foremost, remember it's for you. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe and crawl yourself forward. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then you're going to send your left leg back to meet your right plank position. Exhale to lower halfway. Inhale, heart through your arms. And then breathe out, hips to sky, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Soften the shoulders, relax the head away from the ears. Notice where your habitual tension and tightness exists. Now, there's nothing good or bad. We're not deciding, not shifting. We're just noticing. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, float, forward, fold. Feet land together to touch. Inhale, lift up halfway, long spine, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit your hips back, arms reach forward. Exhale, twist, left elbow to the outside of your right leg. Stay low. Inhale, open the arms, earth to sky. Exhale, bring the hands together. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, open it up. Now you're going to shift the weight into your right leg. Left hand comes down. Lift your left foot to the back of the room. Now we're in revolved half moon here. The hips are parallel to the earth. The twist moves up from the belly, the ribs, and out through the fingertips. Breathe in. Exhale, bend into the right leg. Roll onto the outer edge of your back foot. Send your right leg back to stagger stack. Vashisthasana, side plank. Inhale to lift the hip, bicep by the ear. Reach the fingers forward to the earth. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, release the right hand down. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it to the top of the mat. Back foot turns down 45 degrees. And you're going to shorten the stance. Bow over your left leg, pyramid posture. Inhale. Exhale. Now shift the weight forward into your left foot. Lift your right leg up towards the sky, getting deeper into the right front of the hip, into the back of the left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, right leg to the back of the left thigh, Shiva squat. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squat. Bring the knee into the chest. Rise up tall. Cross the right ankle over your left thigh. Sit your hips back. Figure four. So this is that chair pose, but instead of the feet being together, one shin is crossed on top of the other thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release your right foot beside your left. Arms come up and overhead. Exhale, sit your hips back, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left leg. Woo. Inhale. And breathe out. Now you're going to shift the weight into your left leg, and as you kick the right leg out, you're going to reach the right arm down. Left arm stays up, keeping the twist where it was coming into your revolved half moon. Inner thigh, pelvic floor, core is engaged, hips are level. Breathe in. And breathe out. Release the right foot to the back of the mat, pivot onto the ball, outer edge of the back foot, and then the left side goes back. Vashisthasana, side plank. Engage inner thigh, pelvic floor, core. Draw the bicep by the ear. Down towards the earth, fingertips reach. Inhale, open the chest up. Exhale, left hand comes down, roll Vashisthasana. Left side, lift your right leg up. Exhale, knee towards the chest, step the foot through. Release the hands down to the earth. Step the back foot up, a good stance. Press back to your right hip, pyramid posture. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bow. Seal the lips, breathe in. Breathe out. Shift the weight into your right foot, lift your left leg up to the sky. Standing splits-ish. No, you do not need to cut yourself in half in this pose. Breathe in. Exhale, left leg to the back of the right leg. Shiva squat. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze knee into your chest and rise up. Oh, cross the ankle over the thigh. Sit your hips back. Figure four. Woo. Press back to your left hip. Press back to your right hip. Feel a stretch come through both sides of your body as you sit down a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, release the feet together to touch. Arms come up and overhead. Exhale, sit your hips back. Arms come into your heart. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left leg. Reach the arms down. Kick the foot up. Thanks. And then you're going to take a bend into your left leg. Bring the toes up towards the sky. Maybe you can reach back with your right hand catch. Then the weight shifts into your left hand just like it would in your side plank. Open the chest up. Kick the foot up at the same time and you're in your evolved Chipasana. Inhale. Exhale, kick the foot back. Roll onto the outer edge of your back foot. Reach your right peace fingers down for your right big toe. Press up. Kick the foot forward. Option to stay here or take the right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Take the outer thigh towards the earth. Sit your right leg down. Pigeon stretch. Inhale. Exhale, bow towards the earth. Inhale to roll up. Exhale, bow. Now, this is a great place to stay, hang out. Maybe you want to chill out fully in your pigeon stretch. But if you would like to take it to the next step, take a bend into your left leg. Instead of twisting away from the leg, which is very much an option, you're going to twist towards the leg. Reach your left arm back. Find the inside of your left foot. Now, take your right hand and touch your chest. As you bring the foot towards your butt, you're going to slide the elbow to meet the foot, and then the hands are going to come together to touch in the chest. Great place to stay. Hang out. Act like you're caroling. La, 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 la. Or lift your right elbow up. Head comes in front of the forearm, coming into your mermaid posture. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sit into your right leg. Sweep your left foot around. Reach it over. Grab onto the outside with your right hand. Left arm reaches back. Seated outer hip stretch. Bend into the left leg. Press the foot down into the earth. Inhale. Send your right leg up to the sky. Breathe out. Shiva squat. Inhale, lift your right leg up. So open the hips. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Now this is a great place to stay. Hang out, working on stacking hips, stacking shoulders. Or take a bend. Reach back. Catch your foot with your hand. Maybe this is where you stay. Or kick the foot back as you bring the heart forward. Chipasana. Inhale. Exhale, release the feet forward, fold, top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, reverse swan dive, arms come up and overhead. Breathe out, twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left leg. Inhale, kick your right foot back, reach your right arm up. Great place to stay, hang out or take a bend. Reach back with your left foot, or your left foot, catch it with your, that's your right foot, with your left hand. Ha! Revolve Chipasana. Inhale. Exhale, take a bend into the leg, release the foot to the back of the mat. Shift the weight, roll onto the outer edge. Now you're going to reach down with your peace fingers on your left hand. Find your left big toe, and then lift the foot. Great place to stay, hang out as you kick the foot forward, or work on taking it up to the sky. Mine doesn't go all the way on that side, and that's okay. It's not about being equal. It's about showing up for you, no matter what the side looks like. Inhale. I'm like, oh, where the fuck did I go from there? Breathe in. Breathe out. Step it up. Top of the mat, right? Oh, no. No. Take it to the outside of the thigh. You almost lost me there. Right leg to the back of the room. We're in our pigeon stretch. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, fold it forward. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now, a low pigeon is a great way to stay, work on opening, releasing outer hip, right? You want to go a little bit deeper than this, and you're going to lift up. So taking the twists that we have been taking, I'm going to open the hip twist, find much more space then, right? Take a bend into your right leg, reach your right hand back, find it with your, find your foot with your hand. And then you're going to bring your left hand into your heart. This is a great place working on strength, stability, inner thigh, pelvic floor. You can move it to the next step. Elbow and foot meet. Hands come into cow face mudra, and you can stay just right here, or take it deeper into your mermaid stretch. Everybody's going to have a different reason for being here. Everybody's going to have a different level to pose. Never be a martyr to anyone else's practice. Always be there for your own. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the hip. Shift. Plant the left foot, or you know what? I think it was the right foot that came up somehow. Lift your left leg up. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, lift, open up. Exhale, squat. Breathe in, lift it up. Now you're going to take your left side up to stack. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Or a little bit into the leg, reach your hand back in space. Find the foot connection. And then as the foot kicks up, the heart presses forward. Chipasana. Breathe in. Exhale, release the foot. Plant the right leg back beside the left. Downward facing dog. Take it forward. Knees to the earth. Hips back to the heels. Child's pose. Maybe the hands come together. As you bring the elbows forward, roll across your forehead. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands and roll on up. Swing the legs around into a seated position. And then bring your right knee into your chest, cross the right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Bring your left foot toward your butt cheek. Cool. So step one is this. You're going to take the seated twist, work on opening your heart, your chest. Option two is to take what we did in our chair position, bring the elbow to the outside of the thigh and the hands into the heart center, sage prayer twist, variation one. Or we can take it to the next step and open the arms up like we did before. Now from here, you can take it a few options. Maybe you're working on binds, so you're going to take the arms inside of the right thigh and around the front of the left hip, working on deepening your twist with each breath in and each breath out. Or if you're more of a bird of flight today, elbow's going to stay connected to the outside of your right leg, but you're going to roll forward onto your left shin. Bringing the hands diagonal towards the corner of your mat, about shoulder width distance apart. Shift forward, bringing the right hip onto the outside of your right thigh. And then allow your right leg to kick out as your left leg kicks back. Think about that revolved half moon. It's the same aspect. Ekapada Vinyasa. Variation one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sit your booty down. Right leg comes out. Left knee comes in. Breathe in. Exhale, cross the foot to the outside of your right thigh. Bring your right foot to the inside of the left hip or outer hip. Again, option one, twist. Working on deepening the spine rotation, working on releasing tension, tightness, getting you into a space to move to the next step. Or taking what we did earlier in Utkatasana, bring the hands into heart center in your seated sage prayer twist. Maybe take the arms open to the front and back of the room, where you're expanding the chest. From here, again, you have the option to bring it to the inside of the thigh and the outside of the hip for a bind variation, which the side of me is saying, oh, you bitch, is a little tighter than the other side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Or maybe you're choosing to take the arm balance again, right? So for that, you're going to shift forward onto your right shin. Whoop. Keeping the right arm connected to the back of the left leg. Find that diagonal action with the hands towards the corner of your mat on the left-hand side. And then as you shift forward, your hip's going to meet the left elbow. Lift the right leg, kick it back, and then extend your left foot out. Ekapada Vinyasa. Hey. Open up the legs, bring the feet together. Let the knees go wide. Hands come onto the front of your shins. Breathe in, press forward through your chest, lift your chin. Traction through the front of the heart and the throat. Maybe take some shoulder rolls. Clockwise. Counterclockwise. Lift your chest up, and then you're going to hinge forward. Find the breath in the front and back of the body. Let your hips be heavy. You did a lot of internal and external rotation in these postures, as well as spinal rotation. So giving yourself the opportunity to lengthen and folds and side body stretches is always key at the end of those kind of rotation practices. Slowly bring yourself up. Let your knees come together. Bring your bum towards your feet, and you're going to come on down to your back. Snuggle the shoulders up underneath the rib cage. Press into your feet. Lift your hips up. Hands can come down and meet the heels. Maybe they interlace underneath as you press into the earth. Maybe you like to take them towards the back of the room. Just kind of my personal favorite. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly roll the spine down. Feel each piece connect to the earth. When you feel the tailbone connection, slowly rotate your legs from side to side. Maybe you want to take bridge again, or a deeper posture such as wheel or forearm balance. Know that you totally can here. And pressing down into the earth, lift up through the hips. Or if you're going to take your wheel pose, maybe your hands come by your ears, fingers face your shoulders, elbows high to the sky. Then you're going to press up. Open up through the front of your thighs, your chest. Inhale. Exhale, bring chin to the chest. Roll it all the way back down. And once the tailbone hits, windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Maybe allow the legs to lower on one side or the other, getting a deeper stretch into the front of the hip flexors, outer rib cage. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly shift sides if you laid there for a second. Feeling softness into the abdominals, into the rib cage. Oh, bring the knees back up through the middle. Bring them towards your belly. Maybe reach your hands up. You find your feet. They can stay together. They can open up. Whatever you want to do is fun. Then you can take your feet to the sky. Coming into Nanda Vidyalasana, happy baby. Rock it from side to side. Hi there, my little baby. Speaking of little babies, little baby. You're so funny. Then finally, you can bring your feet together. Let the knees fall open to the left and the right. Bringing one hand on the belly, the other hand on the heart. Shoulders relax. And feel your chest rest into the back side of your body and your body rest into the earth. Each breath an opportunity to tap in a little more. As I stated before, we all come to this mat for a reason. I'm my own. I needed movement. I needed heat today. You, for whatever reason, it's valid too. Infinite possibilities means infinite rights. Something's good for everyone. Know that you can stay here. Maybe extend the legs down the mat. Let your body relax into full Shavasana. As for me, this is where I leave you today. I thank you guys for coming and sharing in the practice. Remember, in Shavasana, you can relax as long as you want to, all right? And then, again, if you ever have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the DMs. I take a minute to respond back. Sorry about that. And then, you want to do more yoga with me, come hang out. I am on YouTube. We have a whole community over there hanging out, doing yoga a couple times a week. All right, fam. I'll take you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Om Shanti Santi. Namaste.